All right, everybody, welcome to Monday. What a shit show it is. A couple of disclaimers before we start off. This stream might not work altogether. We don't quite know the quality. I've had some issues posting shit on Twitter. If you can hear this, it's already a great success. All right, let's get to it, boys. Working here. Okay, good shit. We're live. A couple of disclaimers. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just a trader trading my own shit. For all the tools I'll be using on stream, they can be found on the bapigindicator.com website. These guys make the best mathematics-based indicators on TradingView, and they also have a bunch of free tools available. So do yourself a favor, get away from TA, get away from those triangles, and check out these tools. If you wish to support the stream, there's also a referral link in the description of the stream itself. We have a Discord available as well. Come hang out, learn new concepts, and it's generally a fantastic resource for the people that are in it. They do a great job of spotting occurrences. Also, they're extremely knowledgeable in the tools as well, and yeah, extremely valuable resource. Come follow me on Twitter. I do have a Twitter available as well. I do my best to shitpost there and provide occurrences outside of the stream. All right. In before Vlad has to switch to ASMR format and lick mics. Yeah, man, I honestly don't think that will even help much. The shit with the financial system that's going on is most likely going to cut me off from Twitch revenue anyways, so it won't make much of a difference, but we will take it step by step. All right, let's start off with the indices as we usually do. Obviously, the world events have been pretty nuts this weekend, last week. So we are likely to see some shit, I think. Hopefully for the best, as there are now peace talks going on in Ukraine. Actually, on the border of Ukraine and Belarus, as far as I understand it. My honest-to-God hope is that they will go well, but we will have to wait and see. All right. Let's see how the indices have been handling this. Watch the peace talks go well and everything goes back to normal by tomorrow. That would honestly be the fucking best. That would be great. That would be so great. All right, let's start off with Canada. HVP at 90, pretty damn high. HV pretty low still at 17. Let's look at a higher term time frame. Yeah, on the weekly, volatility is likely to continue rising. Still, the big changes in price are expected to the upside. Russia back in SWIFT by Wednesday. I don't know, man. I don't know. We will see. I don't know how they're going to settle the oil transactions and the natural gas transactions. It seems like it's also gonna shoot them in the leg partially. It's kind of like an unknown at this point. How the fuck are you gonna settle all this shit? Also, there's a bunch of companies that have obviously accounts in each other's countries, right? Like running accounts to settle business outside of the financial system, so those are going to be affected. The credit default swaps for Russia, I think, are like 20% up, something like that. It's getting pretty nutty. All right. On the weekly, big changes in price are still expected to the upside on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Anything else that's crazy here? No. Hearst has entered significant mean reversion. Anything that's extreme here? No, not really. All right. Let's take a look at Korea. Up 0.84%. Nothing much has changed here on Korea. HVP still expanding, currently at 84, likely to continue. We are getting close to 100 though. All right, Dow Jones, we will look at this one later, likely to open down here. The current pre-market is 1.2% down alongside the rest of the US indices. Australia, this day, yes, this market is open, has 7 more hours to go. Entropy on its way down, significant changes in price expected to the downside. HEP has room to go. And this market was not a random walk, so likely this market was not pricing everything that could have been priced, and you actually saw a dump from that. A good reason to actually have deltas on to actually trade is when a market is not in a random walk and there's some sort of inefficiency to be exploited. All right, let's take a look at Germany 30. Yeah, taking a pretty decent dump here. Now, unlike the MOEX and the RTSI indices, the Russian indices, the rest of these markets are actually open. So we will see how the sanctions affect these markets. I don't think it will be... this is a personal opinion. This is not on a level of trading or anything statistical or very important. But personally, I don't think they'll be affected in a positive way, because it will cause probably more dollar tightness, less business globally, and uncertainty as to how these companies will actually get out to the energy markets, alongside a bunch of other shit, like for example, neon, and a bunch of other resources, wood even. Weebos, thank you for the resub. 1 month. Yo ho ho. What's up, dude? Has been subscribed for 5 months. Wow, thank you for supporting the channel and me, obviously. Thank you, much appreciated. All right, let's take a look at the Russian indices. These haven't opened, I think, the whole day. TradingView has them as open, but but they haven't moved. So special operations on the markets are being currently conducted. I know the central bank for Russia actually suggested that if Western companies have money in their companies, they will not clear those trades. So good luck getting them. All right, Moex, we do see extremes in this market. I think this is more of a black swan event, so we can see these persist for quite a while, for an undefined period of time. HVP at 100, HV at 109, entropy still moving down. Market is not in a random walk, suggesting possible negative autocorrelation, way outside of the probability. Both cone and expected moves on the daily. This was for the Friday close. On the weekly as well, it got back into that 1% cone, but also we do see extremes here on HVZ, SSR, HVP, and no, not on the VRT quite yet. So this market is pretty scary. For full disclosure, I do own some of these stocks. I mentioned it on Twitter that I was buying. These were adds to my personal portfolio. I have not sold those. I am going to hang on to those, as scary as that might seem, and maybe even as unpopular as that might seem. You know, my job my job is to protect myself and my family at this point, so I don't really care much about popularity at this point. Contraction to the contraction. Yeah, RSX longs. Certainly not a good looking situation over here. And we'll look at the currency as well, because that dip that did open up today. So I think that's the ruble's trading at like 106. I think there was even a picture of Tinkoff, a big local bank, clearing rubles at something like 200. Can I peep the RSX later? Yes, absolutely. All right, UK. How's UK doing? Big changes in price expected to the downside. Entropy picking up. Yeah, this market is not being affected well. SSR way outside of the bottom band here, so we are likely to see a trending move in the near future. This is getting pretty extreme with the QCV crossed up. Likely this market continues to dump as long as those conditions are met. Hey, welcome to Monday. Welcome to crazy Monday. All right, that's the sound of the market open. Anything else that's crazy here? No. China mostly stable. Hang Seng, oh wow, actually Hang Seng is moving down with entropy moving down, QCV moving up, and some room on volatility left to go. All right, sorry, I do want to just get to the US stuff and see how we actually open. Okay, so same as last week, we are still expecting the big changes in price to the downside. Volatility still has room to go. There is still autocorrelation present on DWT, VRT, and I believe the Hearst. This is where we might see my internet actually slow down and take a shit here. Give us 1 second. Yeah, Hearst with the 365-day sampling period still in significant mean reversion, and I think this has actually been the longest mean reversion I've ever seen on this Hearst with this sampling period. So usually when we have significant shit like this happen, it's unlikely to persist for very long. This one we've seen for quite a while. I would bet on the fact that we are going to see trend at some point in the near future. Entropy still on its way down on the daily. HVP still has room to go on the daily as well. Let's take a look at the weekly. We did make a new week this week. Okay, so here are the concerning factors, and I don't think cutting rush out or generally slowing down business in the world is going to affect this in a positive way. The big changes in price are still expected to the downside, and we see QCV cross-ups on almost all of the major US indices. For this week, if things get crazy, on the Dow Jones, we could see 31,601. You have you have 1% chance of closing this week below there. We see volatility expanding, HVZ moving up, mean in the red and mom in the red as well, although with a declining R squared on that. SSR also above the mid band, so we could be looking at the start of a trending move down here on a weekly basis. This is going to take some time to come about, because on the weekly, obviously, 52 weeks makes a year. 52 candles is not that much. Uranium stuff bumpy. Okay, we'll take a look. We also probably should look at the energy markets as well. We also should probably look at the energy markets as well, especially if you guys got tickers in Europe. That would be awesome. All right, on the first expected move already for the S&P 500, SSR below the midband and actually moving lower. Although the QCV is crossed up, HVP has plenty of room to go. If things get crazy this week, we could see 4,054. 1% chance we close the week below there. Yeah, I might be skipping. We might be running into a shitload of technical issues. Sorry, boys. I should probably actually record this one. Yeah, I'm going to record this. Hello, please. Okay, if anything cuts out or anything like that, I will be posting this later on the YouTube. I'll go over it to make sure the quality is okay. All right, let's take a look at the daily, starting off the week with a down move. HVP pretty high at 98. HVZ has some room up to the upper band there. Still have some room here, but not all that much. With the QCV looking like it's crossing down on the S&P 500. Nothing too extreme to bet on here. The next upcoming trade will probably be one on short volatility, as HVP literally can't go past 100, but we do have to wait for it to start cooling to give us a little bit more of a bias on short volatility. Also, the concerning thing here is that on the weekly, you have plenty of room to go. So we could see a short reset on the daily for volatility, maybe range or something like that, maybe not move at all before the next bout of volatility does come about. So this is quite concerning, especially with where the QCV is. For NASDAQ, on the weekly, entropy moving down, QCV crossed up, some possible autocorrelation beginning to take shape here on the VRT, and the SSR still below the mid band. So this is not expected to be a trending move, unlike the Dow Jones index, which is above the mid band. For NASDAQ, currently on the first expected move, 99% chance we close above 12,850 for the week. Let's take a look at the VIX. Okay, VIX at 31 is decently scary here. I'm sure that most of the people are essentially long the VIX at this point. I know I did hear a bunch of, TA crypto Rees on Twitter start shouting out that, hey, in my gut it feels like volatility is coming, and it's just so funny because you can measure this shit. Oh my god, guys, my gut told me so. But hey, what's up, Cicerone? Doing well so far, so good. How are you doing? How was your weekend? All right, for the VIX for the week, what can we expect? We are currently on the first expected move, being at 32.07. If things get insane, we could see 50 or 16 to the downside. On the VIX, QCV is crossed up on the weekly. Entropy is moving down with significant changes in price expected to the upside, and we still have room to go on volatility. As much as it sucks to be in Russia in the middle of all this shit, at least you're not in Ukraine. Yeah, man. How do I put this? Like, obviously, this is the real factor of life, is that it can always be worse. No matter where you are, what you're doing, like on an individual level, it can always be worse. And, you know, I got food on the table, I got my dog, I met a girl, I'm pretty fucking lucky. Yeah, you know? I don't know, a camera in the center of Kiev seems calmer than NYC. Yeah, well, they are at the P stocks currently, so hopefully they get to resolve their shit over there, and, you know, Kiev gets to remain calm and peaceful. All right, let's move on to the crypto shit show. Okay, nice, a bit of a pumper action. Holy shit. To start the Monday, currently on the due, with significant changes of price are still expected to the downside as long as we are below there. However, would be nice to see it break above. HEP, plenty of room to go, currently at 32, and Hearst has entered trend, so we should be expecting positive. Jesus Christ. I'm so lost for words today. We should be expecting positive autocorrelation as well as higher volatility. Certainly it does go alongside with the HVP being at 33. SSR below the mid-band, unlikely to be a trending move right here, right now, above the first expected move for the week. For the week, what can we expect to see on Bitcoin? First expected move is at 42,138 to the upside. And by the way, be mindful of this. We are still below the due. Mom is still red, although climbing with the ZMA positive. And the new mean pro has not given us a green flip on the ZMA, which would be like a first warning shot to change to a long position. Also on the QCV, it is crossed up. We should be expecting more variance in price, not less, and certainly alongside the weekly HVP currently at 42. Plenty of room on that to go. All right, did we cover all this stuff? Ethereum's about the same. I'm pretty sure they have decently high mutual information between the two. Let's take a look. Yeah, pretty damn high. Normalized mutual information at 0.31 between Ethereum and Bitcoin. So as far as correlations go, when they do share moves, they are 0.85 correlation. Jesus, did that make sense even? Their correlation coefficient is at 0.85 when they do share move. There we go. English words. There we go. New micro ETH futures seem crazy. Nice. I didn't even check those out. Also for the crypto stuff, HVZ on the mid-band, but currently climbing likely. We see some pretty damn good volatility. This week as well as next week. Yeah, on the Bitcoin, it still has room to go as well. On the CMEs, nice. That tune okay if you're recording this. Which tune? Yeah, the one that's currently playing? Yes, all this stuff is royalty free stuff. It's no good. They're recording out, god damn it. All right, let's get into U308. Let's get into DNN. Oh, by the way, tomorrow is a new month. So we are going to be getting new monthly probabilities. Let's take a look at those as well before we end the stream to see where we ended up this month. Was this all probable or not? We will take a look. All right, U308. Not so hot. Not so hot. This seems illiquid as fuck. But I guess you can make some earnings plays on it. Is there a uranium ETF? Yeah, Global X uranium ETF. There we go. All right, for uranium, let me take mutual information off. Significant changes in price are expected to the upside. The mean is getting to the second standard deviation band, so unlikely to persist in this fashion right here, right now. If you wanted, if I wanted to go long something like this, I would probably wait for this to chill out for a bit, maybe get a lower price off the one of the expected moves, or maybe try my hand at the due. QCV looking to cross up, HVP at 69. Looks like HVP has been actually falling. Also SSR along that mean, also being outside of the band. That's pretty damn good indication that this is unlikely to persist in this fashion right here, right now. SOX would be a cool chart to scan. Yes, let's take a look. Yeah, this is the iShares Semiconductor Index. We see pretty damn high volatility, currently at 95, with entropy now rising. So this is not a favorable environment for Delta traders, but selling options on something like this, if you have access to it, probably pretty damn good. Maybe check the IV rank on this, but this would be a prime player for those. Be careful on a weekly scale, however. I still have room to go on the HVP and entropy moving down, with significant changes expected to the downside. Alright. This sucks. Somebody was requesting something else. DNN. Let's take a look at DNN. Nice, very high volatility. This is on the weekly. Let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, nice catch if you caught this one. Beware of earnings coming up. SSR being close to the upper band, suggesting this move is unlikely to persist in this fashion. However, the significant changes will still be expected to the upside. Mean is green. Not quite on the second standard deviation band. So maybe today, tomorrow, something like this, we continue to see a move up. Does that have to happen? No, not at all. Also, other than the SSR, we don't have much in the way of autocorrelation here, with Hearst, VRT, and DWT not showing anything statistically significant here, right around the midline for all of them. The outlier here is the SSR. When buy war, sell peace, bro. I tried. I'm still holding. I'm still fucking holding. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna matter much if we actually go to fucking nuclear conflict. It's like all this shit that we're doing here. It's gonna be so fucking, I don't know. Funny, not funny exactly. I don't even fucking know the word for it. Yeah, things will cool down. I think so too. At least I'm hopeful. And also, the thing is that optimists tend to make money. This is what I've learned in my experience from being in the markets for something like, geez, how long has it been? Something like 10 years. Obviously not trading professionally or with these tools or anything like that. I was pretty much an idiot for a long period of that time, but I did get to watch it from the market perspective, and optimists certainly tend to make money because shit tends to normalize. We tend to overestimate the panic, But then again, you look at history and black swans do happen. Black swans do happen. So, like, you know, World War II is a thing in history. All right, let's not harp on it. Let's not harp. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Yeah, let's trade it that way also. And then we will cool everything, and then we'll make the money. Perfect. Plan made. All right, let's take a look at USD ruble. Long hope, exactly. Ruble trading at 107 after its close at 83 on Friday. I think Tinkoff was clearing at like 200 on the weekend. I don't know if that's the market was just illiquid, but pretty crazy, and we do see a lot of extremes in this. We see a crazy amount of extremes. HEZ being way outside of the band here. Very rarely do you see that. HEP at 100 can persist here for an undefined period of time, but wouldn't want to bet on volatility expansions right here, right now. And actually, something we don't see is for the moments the band gets squeezed out like that. That's on log view, that's pretty crazy. I want to be very clear as far as trading this stuff goes. You know, we harp on the fact that we're looking for something that's statistically extreme. We're looking and we're looking to bet on those things not persisting. Now, even though this move like this is likely within some sort of distribution, black swans do happen. Crazy shit in the market does happen, and what you're looking at is something completely random most of the time. So, you know, we are going to see crazy stuff like this that, hey, you're gonna have to make a decision. Is this worth trading, or is something else a better find? Something that's maybe not affected by a black swan event like special military operations in Europe. All right, anything else you guys want to take a look at, let me know in the chat. I would be more than happy to take a look at it. How are we doing on the US stuff? Smins wants more downside so much that he's willing to sabotage peace stocks. Yeah. Yeah, Smins predicted this 9 years ago when he went short Bitcoin at 10,000 for a $9,000 gap fill. Fucking idiot. No, we haven't looked at gold. Let's take a look at gold. Good call, Weebos. Well done. All right, gold. Significant changes in price expected to the upside still. Entropy suggesting not a favorable environment for Delta trades. However, QCV still pointed up. HEZ approaching the top band here. I think this market's going to see a lot more volatility. Currently at a 35 read. That's pretty much... I don't want to say that's nothing, but that's not very high. On the weekly, I think that's more important. Also on the 3-day, that's going to be more important as well. QCV crossed up. HEP very low at 28. Looks like it's been cooling for quite a while. This can continue to cool for longer. Obviously, when we're talking about weeks, this is pretty damn long duration. So you have to really understand the timing on this to manage your own expectations. However, I would probably want to own this asset or at least remain long gold. I think on the 3-day, we saw entropy falling. Yeah, we saw entropy falling. Hearst now entering into trend, and QCV pointed up with room to go on volatility currently at 46. Yeah, I would want to remain long gold as long as these conditions persist. SSR on the 3-day and daily looks bad, right? Well, it depends. Like what do you mean by bad? We could continue rising here. Like the thing with the SSR, at least for me, is that the way I'm reading it is that if you're above the mid band and MA is blue, you are looking at a trending move. If it's red, you're looking at some sort of mean reversion, with it being above the mid band, with possibility for further trending moves as long as it's up there. or if it's outside of the bands, how likely is this move to persist? So I don't know what you mean by bad. Maybe it's bad for you. I don't know. Maybe you're betting on something else. Let's take a look on the daily. Daily below the mid band. Daily below the mid band. So this is unlikely to be a trending move right here right now. We will have to observe it tomorrow as well to see if it starts picking up off of today's close. Negotiations between Russia and Ukraine have reportedly finished. Sky News update. Sky News announcement is believed to be wrong. The delegates leaving talks for break only. Guys, quick smoke break, a little bit of vodka. Have a quick... You know what they should fucking do? Jesus Christ, how did I not think of it? I just solved it. They should get into a sauna. They should get drunk and naked, and they should hit each other with sticks. And then they will literally walk away from that experience as the closest brothers ever. Third round talks between Russia and Ukraine and Gomel are set to begin shortly. Okay, yeah, it's an ongoing situation. It's an ongoing situation. All right. How is ICOA doing? How's my baby? Nice at 0.01. We did it. This shit is going to 30k. Yuri, why don't you want to take clothes off? Bro, I'm telling you, man, you make fun, but it works. Okay, shit is revolutionary. All right, volatility for ICO is likely to continue expanding. Significant changes are expected to the upside. Entropy suggesting favorable environment. Favorable environment for Delta traders. Nice find, Weebos. Thank you for getting me into this. At least for now. Let's see where this one goes. Giving in-code ideas to crack for jokes. Yeah, I did not take a look at Tesla. Let's take a look at Tesla. Nice juicer to start the week on Tesla. And hey, SSR above the mid-band, some room for volatility to go. Although still fighting with that do, which is unfortunate because the significant changes will still be expected to the downside. And on the weekly, what can we expect for this week in Tesla? 70% chance Tesla closes below 878. If things get crazy, we could see as far as $1,000 Tesla yet again. 99% chance we close the week below there. Maybe let's take a look at the 2-day. Yeah, HUP likely to expand. QCV crossed up. First looks like it might exit trend here. Probably some sort of bounce. I think the big thing will be the weekly due. Even if you get up there, that's something to be aware of. That's definitely something to be aware of. Let's see if 5 minutes after Putin entered Ukraine, Truman is already surrendered. Oh my god. Oh, let's see where this is on the probability cone. This is probably going to be a better gauge to adjust your expectations. Let's 17. Yeah, for the weekly, you are on the 5% cone. If you are betting short here, you are betting on 4.32 heads in a row. On the daily, let's take a look. 38 bars. Yeah, nice play below the 1% cone. If you were betting short there, you're betting on getting 6.64 heads in a row. So very unlikely. Do these things happen? Yes, we saw it with USD ruble, but just unlikely. Well done for Tesla if you ended up buying calls there, or better yet, probably shorting puts. I don't know what the IV rank for that was, but damn, well done if you ended up making that play. What else got crazy last week? Facebook, I think. Right? Facebook was way out there. So for Facebook, you are at some extreme probability. You are also pretty extreme on the HVP. HVZ has cooled off. Hurst has entered trend here. Unlikely to stick around here for very long, I think. This is now not a favorable environment for Delta players either. And probably the IV rank got pretty damn crazy. And by the way, you make theta over the weekend. Nice. Nice. Let's take a look at PayPal. Yeah, PayPal also way out there. QCV occurrence coming to an end. Nice. HVP very high. Did you look at coin? Yes, we did take a look at coin. Let's take a look at it once more here. Yeah, I think the big thing is going to be the due above the first expected move for today. 70% chance we close below 38,994. Also, keep the eye on the SSR here. Let's take a look at the weekly. And the weekly, let's see actually the daily where the top expected move is at 42,669. Let's see the weekly due. 43,154. So we could even approach the weekly due. By the way, that is the first expected move for the week around the, what is this, the error range on the due at 42,142. Yo, play the thing, Henry Hawkman to close. Yeah, absolutely. We will do that. Is it in general? Yeah, it's in general. I see it. Perfect. ARC W, let's take a look. Next generation internet ETF. ARC W. Yeah, no worries, some volatile, dude. Yeah, you were on the 1% cone last week. HVP getting pretty damn high. I think this is another pretty damn good candidate to go short options on. Let's take a look at the weekly HVP. Yeah, at 83. Man, this thing got fucking killed. Holy shit. I'm sure that there are some options plays on this. I don't have the IV rank for this in front of me, but I would be assuming with realized volatility being this high that IV rank is pretty damn high as well. Coin, PayPal we looked at. Let's take a look at coin. Now coin is pretty recent, so we won't have much data on it. I don't want to adjust my sampling periods. It probably follows along with Bitcoin, honestly. Let's take a look at maybe a 4 hour. Do we have any info on the daily? No, not much. Oh, ARC W is comprised of coin, PayPal, Square, and shit like that. Okay, makes sense. On a 4 hour basis, looks like the volatility is cooling off on Coinbase. Kathy gives me wood. Yes, me too, my friend. Me too. It's the brain mostly. All right, it's the brain power. What the fuck? All right. Oh Jesus. These war talks made me crazy. All right. The Kron sector still getting shellacked. Bro. Bro, this is worse than shitcoins. Well, maybe not. Yeah, crown sector is just bleeding the fuck out. Jesus, Tilray. Great time to be long. Maybe a great time to stockpile, but maybe not a great time to be long wheat stocks. I don't know. These things have been getting killed. We don't have too much on this. Let's see what we have that on. Yeah, entropy still moving lower. Significant changes still expected to the downside. QCV now crossed up HVP at 83 with room to go. Possible autocorrelation present. Damn. Damn. Crazy. Alright, how are we doing? Did the markets go green? No, not quite yet. Yeah, so with the crypto, let's actually take a look at total, because it's gonna affect more shit. With crypto, can we make some sort of assumptions here, or what can we observe really? I think I would still like to remain long volatility in this type of environment, especially. I think being delta neutral would make the most sense. You have room to go on HVP, HVZ around the mid band, at least on Ethereum. On Bitcoin, we might take a break here. We might see a pretty intense move, maybe to the third expected move. Now, that's literally just speculating. That's words. Please don't trade that. Doesn't have to happen, but it's just within the range of probability, and HVZ is getting to the upper band here. But I think with HVP being at 40, we are likely to see higher volatility going forward. And on the weekly, we have room as well, currently at 43, QCV crossed up. But man, with the current events, with countries being kicked off the SWIFT system, with companies potentially scrambling for dollars, you know, we might see some of these things suffer going forward throughout this week, because when people need to pay debts, they can't pay them in Bitcoin. Be aware of the weekly due and the weekly first expected move. And I think I will leave you guys there. These are going to be a little bit shorter probably. I can't trade because of the speculation that Russians will end up getting banned off of the exchanges. Currently, I am holding spot positions. I ended up moving all of my shit. I'll keep you guys posted as I go along if any of that changes. I think also, you know, a lot of the people here, I know I'm only talking to 15 of you, but probably, I don't know, maybe 100 more people watch. A lot of people here are pretty much self-censoring, and it's not without reason. But the thing I think I want to mention on this is that in the coming days and in the coming weeks, probably you as an individual will be forced to make some choice, some, you know, whether it's like your friends, whether it's your government, whether it's just, you know, your beliefs. But I hope that you're not that you're not coerced into your choices, that you do what you feel is right. Yeah, and I hope that this war fucking ends, because this is just bullshit. I want to get back to trading. I want people to get back to their ordinary lives and all be well. But we will utilize hope, because in the end, hope prevails. All right. Let's see. Let's send it to the moon. Here we go.
And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago fly the Atlantic? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. 3, 2, 1, 0. Lift off on Apollo 11. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to